Welcome to the Psychology Club podcast, brought to you by Vicente Martinez High School.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the Psychology Club podcast. I'm Miss Spector, and I am here with Mackenzie, and we have a huge number of students joining us, students and staff from Longfellow Middle School, and they are going to be interviewing Mackenzie all about vaping and tobacco use, and it is going to be a really exciting episode. We're really excited to be able to do this collaboration. So our very first question is coming from Krishana. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Krishana, and my first question is being different in middle school than in high school, and like how does it like change, I guess, or affect students?
I feel like middle school, everything is just so new. Like I don't know, you're just younger, so I think it just affects you differently. I feel like it would. I don't know. That wasn't something I had an interest in middle school, so I guess that just shows the difference in generations at this point too.
Do you see students affected by vaping?
I suppose so, because it takes people out of their classes to do it, because it becomes more than just a pastime for people. It becomes an addiction.
Hi, everybody. This is Miss Allie, your drug and alcohol prevention counselor. According to the 2018 National Youth Tobacco Survey, which is the most recent data we have, almost 21% of high school students reported vaping, and in middle school, that's only about 5%. And in fact, California, 17.3% of high schoolers vape, and the Bay Area is among some of the highest tobacco users in California.
Hi, my name is Roan. My question is, do you see people at school vaping and using marijuana casually? Like, do they try and hide it, or is it just a typical activity?
I suppose if I would see people doing it, they'd do it in private if that was something they wanted to do. It's not something I would really see out in the open, so I suppose people kept it private.
Hey, I'm Sasha. So my question was, how does vaping impact grades and schoolwork in high school?
I do know that it does affect things negatively. Like, I can't really explain it, but I've seen people around me being negatively affected by it, and they just downward spiral with their mental health, with their schoolwork, just everything that involves mental. So I would say it negatively affects things.
That's an interesting point. One long-term effect that's been discovered is, according to a recent study, they found out that if you smoke marijuana regularly, your IQ will actually decrease.
Hi, I'm Rashanti. Is it important who people hang out with, and does it impact their choices?
Definitely. Like, the people you hang around with, if you're hanging around people who are doing bad things, then you might not be doing those bad things, but negative forces around you, not a good thing.
Hello, my name is Raymond. How many people do you know that smoke or vape?
I can't give you like an exact number, but I would say enough for me to have an awareness.
And what do you think about when somebody chooses to spend their time and money on vaping?
It just like, I don't know. I can't make a judgment because people live their life how they want to live it. But it's more like you could be doing better things. You can be spending your money on things that can improve you and not diminish you.
Yeah, and on the idea of money, how much money do you think the average person may waste on vaping?
someone with an addiction could spend over $100 a month.
Yeah, so vaping can be a very expensive habit. On average, data shows that people spend about $50 to $75 a month on vaping products, and teens can spend up to and over $1,000 a year on vaping.
Hi everyone, I'm Sydney, and my question for Mackenzie is, how do teachers address vaping?
It's just like, don't do it. Like, I don't know. I don't think there's enough support for those people who may have already done it and don't know how to stop.
My bonus question is, how do you think people start vaping, and how do you think they no, that's my question. How do you think people start vaping?
I think it's not like it's just more of not a peer pressure thing, but I think it's more of a societal thing. Like if you see someone doing something, you're like, oh my god, that's cool. But in reality, it's like not. So I don't know. I think it just, if you see someone you know doing it, you're more likely to end up doing that thing.
Hi, my name is Teo, and my question is, what is your perspective on vaping now versus when you were in middle school?
See, when I was in middle school, vaping wasn't like a thing that I knew about. Like, I don't know. So I guess that's the difference. That was never something that crossed my mind. I didn't know it existed.
Oh, all right. So, like when you were in middle school and before going to high school, like before you even stepped in the doors, what do you wish you would have known about vaping and drugs, like just the whole scene in high school? What do you wish you could have known?
I wish I would have known the downward spiral everyone around me would have gone around. Like, you're not prepared for something like, I don't know, it's not like some dramatic event where everyone just like gets depressed, but it's just like not everyone can handle specific things.
All right, all right. And then my other question is, do you know of any effects or anything related to vaping that may have been caused or affected by the coronavirus?
I don't really know much.
Well, it's very early on to make a direct link between vaping and COVID-19. But what we do know is that vaping can cause some damage to the lungs, which is sometimes permanent. And, you know, the primary health issue with the coronavirus is lung issues and problems breathing. So if you're vaping and you also have problems breathing, you're just going to be making things worse.
All right. Well, it looks like that's the end of our questions. And I really want to thank everyone for coming and joining us today. This has been a really fantastic collaboration, and I hope we get to do something like this again. So everybody stay safe and stay healthy, and we will see you next time.